Hey, what's going on? This is Ricardo with the Code 7 Podcast Network, and we're about to get started with Open Mic Live. It's a new month, man. It is August 4th, 2022. And, as always, a word from our sponsors.
At InDigital, we know the public safety professionals hold themselves to a high standard. In fact, standard doesn't do it justice. In over 25 years working alongside you, carrying millions of calls over our IP networks, your dedication has inspired us. That's why our ESINet goes beyond industry standards, not only i3 compliant, but designed to adapt to future development for a network you can count on when it matters most. Learn more at indigital.net.
Carbine, it's multimedia. You can get text, translate to whatever language, getting away with the legacy equipment and going into a cloud-based solution.
It's the first time in U.S. history that we have an ESINet through cloud-native call handling.
As a police officer, to have the victim go video, that's unheard of.
You're getting upgrades every month, not every year.
To schedule your free Carbine demo, please visit carbine.com/WTT.
If Within the Trenches has ever taught you something, open your eyes to what it is like to be a 911 dispatcher, or has inspired you to become one, then help support us and join our Patreon. Get exclusive bonus content, one-of-a-kind swag, discounts on merchandise, ad-free early access to new episodes, and much more. To join, please visit patreon.com/WTT podcast. And if you're an industry partner, we have something for you as well. And now, for the show.
This is Jordan, and you're listening to the Code 7 Podcast Network.
Warning. This episode contains the 3 A's of podcasting: adult content, adult language, and awesomeness. You've been warned.
Dispatch.
There is no one over here to cook our lunch. We are waiting for our lunch, and there's no one here to cook our lunch.
All right, calm down. Where are you at?
The group home. Now, what are you going to do?
We'll get some help over there for you, okay?
Welcome to Open Mic, where we visit the lighter side of dispatch, because laughing is good medicine. What is going on, everyone? This is Ricardo with the Code 7 Podcast Network, and we are here for Open Mic Live. Just adjusting a few things here. Oh, yeah. All right, that's a little bit better. Woo! All right. Shannon, what is going on? What is going on? I got your audio. Some crazy shit's been going on today, so I did not get a chance to put it on here, but I'm going to save it for next week. Thank you very much for sending me something. And for all others that are out there, please, if you have any audio, you can send it to us as well, wttpodcast@gmail.com. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be good. So welcome back. It's a new month, man. Already, it's a new month. It is August 4th, 2022, and we are going into AppCode 2022. It's going to be in Anaheim this year, and I'm very excited. Before I get to that, as always, got to make sure to give a shout out to the sponsors and such. So this is sponsored by InDigital as well as Carbine, and a shout out to patrons as always for everything. I appreciate it more than you know. And as always, we check in with each other. How are you feeling? How are you doing? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being shitty and 10 being amazing, how are you feeling? I would say I'm coming in at an 8. It has been pretty awesome. Last weekend was excellent. Last weekend was killer. And you know what? I'll talk about that here a little bit in just a moment too. But just a lot of good things coming up. You know, I posted episode 452, which is with Amanda. If you have not listened to that episode, please make sure to do so. That is an excellent, excellent one. She's got an incredible story. And then we've also got episode 453 coming up with Toby, That was an excellent one as well. That one is actually coming out tomorrow. It airs tomorrow. It already went up for patrons. It goes out tomorrow for everyone. And then also right on top of that, back to back, we've got episode 454 coming up, and that'll be coming up next week. And that one is going to be a good one as well. I'm excited for that one. Now, that one is going to be a little different, okay? I will say this. Episode 454 is going to be a little different because it's the intro and outro is me. The story is actually it's me actually telling my story as a guest on another podcast. And that podcast is called Tell Us a Good Story with Kevin and Steph Mason. And it was such a good experience, such a good time to do that episode with them. And I've got a clip here that I want to share really quick from that episode. But basically the way it's going to go down is, well, they gave me the opportunity really to share their episode on this show, well, not an open mic, but on Within the Trenches podcast, and just kind of gives a different style of storytelling, as well as just the banter back and forth. It was a lot of fun. We just telling stories, some good ones, and of course some hard ones as well. But that is an episode that I'm excited for you to listen to and to check out. Make sure to check them out as well. The podcast is called Tell Us a Good Story, and again, that's with Kevin and Steph Mason. And you can find out more about them at kevinandsteph.com. So let me play this really quick. I want to share this, and then we will get started. But as always, please make sure to share this broadcast on your feed or your favorite dispatch page, and throw in some reactions there for me. The more reactions and such that we get, the more that this will show up on other folks on other feeds as we're going through this. Now, also what we're going to get to is I still have, I think, like 3 embarrassing stories from last week that I did not get a chance to share, which will be funny. But then also, I had asked on social media, what job in your past do you feel really prepared you for your job in dispatch? So we're going to discuss some of those that came in as well, and so this should be fun. So let me pull this up really quick, and so I can share this clip. I've shared it before. It was a couple months ago, and a lot of you know the story. Some of you don't, but a lot of you do. And let me change my audio settings here really quick. All right, here we go. So I'm working in Frostproof. This is at the police department in Florida, and it's the middle of the night. I'm working midnight shift, and I've been on my own for a while now, taking all different types of calls. And the officer keys up, and he has a traffic stop. He runs the person. The person's got a warrant. The person runs. So we end up having to call the sheriff's department for their canine officer to come out so that the canine can help look for the suspect. Again, it's late at night, middle of the night, very dark, and the dog ends up tracking behind a house where there's an above ground pool. And the dog is barking at the pool. And they're looking around. They're like, what is going on? Why is the dog over here? So they lead the dog somewhere else. The dog comes back a few different times. Then they look closer at the pool. And what do they see? They see a straw right above the water.
No.
The suspect was in the pool the whole time, breathing through a straw.
Oh my God.
Yes, they brought the suspect in and he was all wet. And I said, why is this person wet? What happened? The person was in the pool the whole time. Now, dumb criminal or clever criminal?
Right?
Right.
But also, who has a straw? Right?
Where do you get the straw from?
Who has a straw
Yes.
to do this?
Right.
Is that his plan the whole time? Like, hey, I'm on the run. I'm gonna go find a house with a pool in it. Jump in.
Oh
Right.
my God.
Or did the person ransack some garbage and was like looking and decided to MacGyver it and was like, I'm gonna breathe through this straw.
Right.
The person took a shot.
Hey,
The dog, obviously the dog was a smart one. Yes.
Dog's amazing.
Oh my gosh. That dude could play some hide and go seek. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, that's great. So make sure to check out episode 454. That's my guest appearance on this podcast here. Tell Us a Good Story with Kevin and Steph Mason, and they've got an amazing one. So make sure to check that one out. Again, it's going to be Within the Trenches podcast episode 454, but it's actually going to be my guest spot for their episode 131. So that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy it as well. Let me see here. Jessica says that's some Scooby-Doo training in action there. Yeah, right? Yeah, for real, right there. But yeah, where did he get the straw from? I don't know. It's pretty funny, man. Let's see, Rebecca checking in, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, currently in Anaheim. Excellent. I will be seeing you soon, along with everyone else who's going to be there at the APCO conference. Okay, let me talk about that really quick here. So, if you're going to be at the APCO conference, I will be there. I will be there as well. However, I do not have a speaking session. I do not have a booth. I will be there doing some camera work and walking through the expo hall and doing, what I usually do. And I will have my portable setup for recording episodes. So it'll be just 2 microphones and my small recorder. And if you are there are tables that are set up all over the place to, sit, eat lunch or whatever. We can record an episode. So if you're going to be out there and you want to record an episode, I'll be there. Let me know. Get a hold of me on social media or whichever, right through the inbox, and we'll plan something out. So it'll be a lot of fun. Also, if you find me in the expo hall, I might have some freebies on me. I might. So we'll see what happens. Let me look back over here in the comments. Shannon says straw from his prison wallet. Oh, you know how gross that would be, dude? Especially there, like breathing that shit in, literally breathing that shit in. It would be like a pixie stick, probably, if there was dust. Oh, no. Oh, that is that is so gross. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you for that one. Damn, dude, I think you broke me. Holy crap. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, sorry. My eyes are watering already from laughing. You're welcome. Yes. Oh, that is so good and gross. So, there's that, but there's also, so there was a story, I think I told this before, maybe not, but there was a story that I was told, and I think it was a friend of a family member that this happened to. They got pulled over, okay? They got pulled over, and they had a warrant or a suspended license or something like that, and they were not about to get arrested. So they split. They ran. Now, the stupid thing was, well, one, okay, hold on. One, the stupid thing is that they ran, or that they had a suspended license, whatever they did. Okay, there's 2 stupid things there, right? But they ran on an officer that was a canine officer, okay? So the person's hauling ass running, right? Dog is chasing, and the dog catches this person right on the arm. And that person ends up picking up the entire dog and continues running. What do you do then? What do you do then? Now, if you've been to a conference before, or, like a public safety, just gathering or expo, like when they have everybody out, and the community comes up, and they see the cruisers, fire, like everybody, they see everybody. They Shannon says dog was like, the heck? Right? uh, when they have the canine demonstrations, they usually say, now this is what the dog would do if the person was doing this. This is what the dog does if the person does this. Different scenarios, right? They go through different scenarios. And there have been, or the most recent national conference, which was the National Nina Conference, that was in Louisville. My booth was pretty close to where they were doing the demonstrations. Taylor, what is going on? And what I wanted to do was I wanted to walk over there, because the way they do it, at least for Nina, I don't remember if APCO does this, but Nina, at least, they have this big stage, okay? And they have people on either side doing presentations. Now, the first time this happened was like last year, and what they ended up doing was they had everyone had like earpieces. So from afar, if you don't know what's going on, it just looks like someone is talking like this. It just looks like someone is just moving you just see their lips going. And you're like, man, I can't even hear them. How are all those folks hearing them? And I thought maybe they don't know that their microphone is out. But what it turned out was they are mic'd up, and everyone who has headphones, earpieces, whatever in, they are listening directly, and they can raise their hand and they can ask a question or whatever. So anyway, I wanted to go over there while they were doing this demonstration, and they're doing all these different scenarios and everything. I wanted to put a headset on and ask a question and say, okay, so a quick question. All right. This is awesome. For one, thank you very much for doing this demonstration and everything else, and just kind of telling us how this all works out. The training, how they're biting on one's arm and all. But I do have a question. Okay, so my question is, in all the scenarios that you've been running through, what happens when the suspect picks up the dog and starts running with the dog? Has anyone ever asked that question before? Because I'm curious. Like, I would want to know as well. What do you do? Can you imagine? Like, okay, so let's play this out really quick before we get to the other stuff here. You're the officer, right? And your partner just took off hauling ass. You give the command to haul ass after the suspect. And you're running. You're like, just hauling ass, running. You can see your partner hauling ass to the suspect. And in the moment that you're running, hello, Deborah, Rachel, hello. In the moment that you're running and everything, and you're seeing your partner hauling ass, chasing the suspect, you get almost that, oh, yeah, like, because you see your partner jump up and grab onto the person, and then they fall and roll. But let's say this, they fall, they roll, and as they're rolling, that's when they pick up the dog that's also, kind of chewing on the arm already, and they pop right back up and continue running. And they've got your partner in their arms running away from you. And you're hauling ass like, what the fuck did I just see? You know that if you're running and you see this, you're like, hell no, that's not what I expected. I know of only one case where that has happened, and that's the story that I'm telling you about. Oh, you know that shit would be funny. And you know the officer would probably come back later on and go into dispatch and be like, dude, when I was yelling out on the radio and I was telling you that actually happened. It really did happen. Oh, man. Yep. That would be some crazy shit. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention here is that we are doing our best to revive the Discord channel, Discord server called The Trenches, where we have a community built up there. So if you want to join, here's the link. It is right in the comments. You can jump in there. We have all kinds of channels on different topics and everything, and we're just in there talking, chatting with each other, and just sharing what's on our mind, you know? So make sure to check it out. And if you do go to it and you join the Discord server, make sure you go into the rules section, just scroll all the way down. It's just, you know, trying to keep trolls out, you know. So you just scroll all the way down and then make sure to click on the green check mark. Once you do, all the channels and everything on the left side will pop up. I see someone right here. I just got a notification that that someone joined and another person. So that's awesome. Thank you for that. Let me look down here in the comments really quick. Jessica says, I want to know if the dog let go, and looked up at his handler and was like, human, help. Or did the guy end up with a toothpick for an arm? So, you know, it's funny that you asked that, because I had something happen to me where I had a canine. I wasn't the one running. I'll say that, because it sounded like that's where I was going with it. It wasn't me. One of my first ride-alongs at the last center that I was at, I was with a state trooper, and he was a canine officer. And at the end of the day, okay, at the end of the day, we're standing outside of his cruiser and we're just talking and everything. And he's like, I want to show you a couple things that my dog can do. And I was like, all right, man, cool. So I'm standing there and stuff, and he gives me a ball, okay, and he says, put it behind your back. So, you know, I had it, put it behind my back, and I'm just standing there, and he said some command, which obviously I'm not supposed to know, and I don't know what it was, but he ends up throwing out this command, and his dog comes up, man, and is like right in my face, and like you can see and hear the teeth just like clack, clack, clack as it's barking and just going off, right? And I'm standing there like, okay, dude, like I gotta pee. Like, I was not expecting this. And if you have ever, you know, been around, you know, canine officers and everything, and they have demonstrated to you how it goes down, then you know what I'm talking about. It's a pucker factor, right? Pucker factor moment. So I'm standing there while he's doing this, and the dog was barking so long that the dog stopped and turned and looked up at the at my buddy, and I swear to you, I could hear the dog like, human, what are we doing here? Is it time to, you know, take him down, or what are we doing? And the dog stayed staring at the officer for a while, and then looked back at me and turned its head, and I was like, I don't know either. So the dog ends up turning around and starts sniffing around the car, around the cruiser. And we're still talking and everything, and I was like, what happened to your dog? And he goes, oh, hold on a minute. Throws out the command again, and whoosh, like right in my face, clack, 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 just barking and barking and barking. I was like, okay, man, okay. I was like, it's not what that's not why I told you that. I wasn't, but he's demonstrating this, right? He's demonstrating the whole time all of this shit, yet I'm standing there like, God help me. this dog doesn't take me out or something. So then he goes, okay, this is what I want you to do. Now, make sure you be as fast as you can, okay? And I was like, okay, what do you want me to do? So I take the ball from behind me, and he says, I want you to let go of it as fast as you can, okay? As fast as you can. And you better make sure you pull your hand back fast enough because you're going to lose some fingers. And I was like, what? And then I thought about it, and I was like, I did sign that waiver. Shit. So, I'm standing there, I've got the ball, and then as soon as I let go, and I swear to you, to me, my perspective of it, I was moving in ultra slow mode. Ultra slow mode. Okay? Super slow mode. Because as soon as the ball went out just barely from my fingers, the dog's mouth was already there, and I'm pulling back and just chomp, and it went back, and I'm like, ah! and the officer's just laughing at me. He's like, you all right, dude? I was like, shut the hell up, man. I was like, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting the dog to be that freaking fast. And he goes, I told you. I told you. And I was like, okay. Okay. Oh man. But you know what? It was super fun, man. It was so much fun doing all of that. I loved it. I loved it, and I would do it again. I definitely would. But dude, it scared the shit out of me. Mike Aurora, what's going on, mofo? Welcome. Also, one thing I forgot to put out there right away, call for papers for DTBG4 is up. It is August 4th, September 1st. We are done. We've got a lot of people who are submitting presentations, but please throw yours out there because all of those will come in, and then there'll be voting and such that goes on for the sessions that will end up being in there for DTBG4. It's going to be awesome. So awesome. Make sure to check that out. And here is the link, the link for the presentations. Good Lord, I need to take a nap. So, one of the things that I was asking about, okay, was James, what's going on, dude? Watching this, then lights out. Next stop. Oh, very nice. All right, dude. Well, I will see you there. I will see you over there. That'll be good. People going to Cali for APCO 2022. It's going to be good. So one of the things that I was asking people was, what job from your past prepared you for dispatch? Which one? And for me, and I'm going to pull this up here because I have it. I put it up on the screen so that I could read it, because I was going to try to like copy and paste all of them, but there were so many that were coming in, man, that there was no way that I was going to be able to do it. So I decided to do it here instead. So I want to read some of these, but also, those who are watching right now and everything, for you, the question for you as well, please throw in the comments. What job in your past do you believe prepared you for working in dispatch? So for me, what I ended up putting down was delivering pizza. Kylie, hey, what's going on? Delivering pizza was one of the jobs that really prepared me for working in 911, but also retail and retail management. Oh shit. Retail management. Right? Oh man. Mike says, dude, I was going to say that. So Kylie says food service, hands down food service, right? Because a lot of this, when we get into this job, especially if you're going in green, right? You have no idea. You don't know what you don't know. All you have really is maybe what you've heard about, what you've seen on TV, movies, shit like that. And that's really how I was, getting into it. I had retail management experience going into my dispatching career, and also a love for Rescue 911. That as well. Let me see. James says, fry guy, funnel cake, boardwalk job, multitasking skills. Damn. Yeah, dude, for real. I can see fast paced, right? Fast paced, moving, doing a bunch of stuff, trying to remember shit and everything. And, if you're also the person who's like handing it to folks, if they're like, nah, son, I asked for like cherry filling on the funnel cake or whatever, then you're like, okay, hold on, let me get you another one. Mandy says bartender. Oh, yes, I can see that for sure, right? You are taking orders, got to remember shit, multitasking as well, right? But then also dealing with a lot of people, right, that are trashed out and how they are or might be reacting to you. So there's all of that as well. Craziness. All right, let's continue here. Deborah says none of them prepared me. All right, I can see that. Okay. Jessica, motherhood. For real, right? Motherhood and babysitting. I loved everybody that I worked with, but sometimes it was like, dude, I ain't your daddy, but I will be, and I'll tell you where to go. I mean, sometimes you have to, right? Sometimes you have to. Let's see. Kylie says, I remember this dude getting in my face over a salad one time. Over a salad? I immediately turned on the mom voice and told him to go sit down. Oh, oh, that's great. So I can just see the whole thing. I can see that. I can see someone getting in your face and being like, look, when I ordered this salad, I asked for no onions. For some reason, there are onions in here. Can I? And right at that moment, that's when you get right into the face and you're like, go sit down. Are you for real right now? Over onions? I don't know. But that's funny shit, man. Especially if you turned on the mom voice and you had, the look, because parents, right? They have that look where you can just be like, oh, okay. I can feel you like peering into my soul. So I'm gonna go do something else. I know that's how I would be. Let's see. Stuart says flying, then retail management. All right. Yep, I'm right there with you in the retail management. Leah says, does having a gaggle of kids count? Because I've got that. Yes, for sure. Yes. Multitasking at its best. I mean, being a parent is a hard job. Being a mom is even more hard. Being a mom is really, really hard. Yes. You definitely had superb training, dude. For real. Because also, sometimes it feels like when we're working in dispatch together, we are a family, right? Definitely a family, sometimes dysfunctional. And it's like you're with your siblings, or, if you're the senior dispatcher, or the supervisor, it's definitely like your mom or dad. And it gets even more fun. Let's see. Mike says, I legit put pizza delivery as my call taking example. Made it past the HR screening. Dude, that's badass. I like it. Let's see. Austin, what is going on? Mike continues to say, customer service was 100% gained from my Target, Jack in the Box, and Pizza Hut jobs. It was before it was before Karen's, but they were still there. Yes. Oh. Oh, that is some funny shit right there, dude. I like that. Excuse me. Kylie says, he was complaining over the time it took to make it. Equate that to response time equals gold. What the heck, man? You know, some people. I mean, maybe he was hungry, but still, come on. Don't piss off the people who are giving you food or just helping you in general, because it's just not cool, right? Mike says, I love dealing with angry customers because I had zero emotion. And I'm 2 times as big as most people. Oh my God, dude, that is hilarious right there. It's like, you might as well have put, I love dealing with angry customers because I'm dead inside. Oh my God. Oh, that's hilarious. Let me see. D, hey, what's going on? That's awesome. Welcome. Mike goes on to say gas station work was probably the boss level till I got dispatch, which is final boss level. Word. Yeah, dude, you were training, and it was like fucking Mario Brothers, where you kept going to every castle while working at the gas station, and the boss continuing to say, your princess is in another castle. Get your ass out of here and go find her. And then you get to dispatch, and it's like, fuck, it's Bowser. Ah, what is going on? Final boss. Oh, man. Oh, I love it. You know what's funny is that, so there was another person here too. One of my good friends actually posted saying gas station manager. So gas station manager as well, fast pace and multitasking. And then Leah, yours was here saying nothing prepared me. I jumped into the unknown completely blind and offended by people who yelled at me. Right? Yeah. If they don't tell you right away, you end up finding out the hard way, right? Someone ends up calling in and they are pissed at the world, and it's you who's right there, and you get to take it, right? So Leah, I can just imagine you being like, no. But as you said in your comment, that didn't last long, right? You find out right away what you signed up for. Oh, that's amazing. That's why I love the job, because you can't make this shit up. And when you get in there, you're like, damn, ow, that's not this is not what I expected. All right, let's see. We got someone here that said fast food taught me to deal with Karens and how to prioritize and multitask. Another one said being a custodian for major concerts during college. Oh, got to deal with all kinds of people. Nice, not so nice, sober, drunk, out of control, and clean up all kinds of stuff, in quotes. Best part was saw some amazing concerts across all genres. So that's good. That worked out. That ended up working out for this person. Let me see. Someone here said gate assignments for Delta flights at a hub airport. Oh, man. I can imagine, yes, dealing with a lot of pissed off people. Yeah. Especially when there's like delays and shit, and they're just like, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And you're like, dude, I don't know. Do you want me to build a plane? Do you want me to build a plane? And then you pull out a box of like a model. You're like, I have one right here. Dude, I would be that dick. I would be that person. it would be like on my last day working for an airline, right? Taking tickets and shit. It would be my last day and someone say that to me. I'd be like, "Dude, I'll build you a plane. I actually have a model right here and you can take it." And they'd be like, "Ricardo, I know it's your last day and you still have a few hours left, but maybe you should go home. You've been here long enough." And I'd say, "No, because I'm going to continue doing this the rest of the shift." Oh, man. So much fun. Let's see. Another one here says fast food, retail, and 9 years in a pawn shop. Pawn shop is where I met the detective that brought me an application for the sheriff's office. That was in 1998. I'm still at the same agency. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's a good one. Let's see. See, this one here says, I'm not sure if any previous job prepared me for 911, but for sure 911 prepared me for other jobs. That's good too. That is really good. Let's see. Mike over here says, I know we aren't talking about funny customer complaints, but I had a lady come into the gas station 3 times in one day. When she came in the 3rd time, I said, "Hey, you're back." Apparently, that was offensive, and she lost it and talked to my boss. It was the funniest thing. What happened to you, though? Like, what happened afterwards? Did he bring you in and was like, "Dude, what did you say?" or bring you in and be like, "Mike, you, sir, are a dick." And then he'd be like, "Why? What did I do? All I did was say, 'Welcome back,' or 'You came back.' That was it." And your boss goes, "I got nothing. I was just playing." Dude, that sucks, man. I'd be laughing too. Oh, man. What is up, Zach? What is going on? Let's see, D says, being a female correctional officer in an all-male prison. LOL, man, they all are nothing but a bunch of toddlers. Oops. But that's good, man. I mean, also, like you were saying, it prepared you. It prepared you for the shit you were going to be dealing with over the phone. You had all that practice. That's awesome. Mike says, nothing happened. My boss was laughing really hard while telling me what happened. Yes. That, yeah. Let's see. I got one here that says security dispatch at a theme park and animal control dispatch. That would prepare you. Yes. Another one here says I was a waiter and did retail at a gourmet chocolate shop. So got the customer service and multitasking stuff down from that. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Another one here says bartending, camp counselor, swimming instructor, Bath and Body Works, and Christmas tree sales. What? Do people get pissed off at Bath and Body Works? Is that possible? Wait. No, I can see that. I can see that because the last time I was in Bath and Body Works, there are so many different scents in there. I don't know about you, but I almost immediately get a headache. I can see where people would get pissed off. I'm guessing that people would get mad more so because of like sales and oh my lord, mom is on. Hi, mom. I love you. But yeah, I can see that the people would get would get annoyed. Like I said, I getting those scents and everything. I think if I was working there and I saw someone walk in who is like just all smiles, you see someone walk in all smiles and you're like, oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be a good customer. However, what if they're that person kind of like me who has all of these different scents, coming in and they're like, and you see that smile just go to to a pissed off face and like slow blinking and you're like, no, this is not going to be fun. Mike also says, Toys R Us taught me how to deal with crybaby officers. Yeah, I said it. He did say it. And I'm going to put it on the screen because he said it. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Oh shit. Okay, let me let me continue here. So another person says fast food, also electric company call center. I could see where that would really prepare you because a lot of people, what happens, right? What happens to us in dispatch when the power goes out? The majority of the time, a lot of people call. Either they call 911 or they call the non-emergency line. But most of the time, at least where I was at, they called 911 and people are pissed off, right? And they're asking you already, when is my power going to come back on? And then you say, I don't know. I'm not sure. You can either Google or look up the phone number to your power company, or I don't know what to tell you. But then, then all those people are calling the electric company and stuff, and they're going off. Oh man, I can't even imagine. Like, we deal with some shitty people sometimes, right? Because they're not living their best life at the time, right? So when they're calling in, they're being crappy. They probably don't mean to, but it's the situation that they're in, right? So that's where everything is coming from. And then we do our job, right? We do what we're supposed to do and be professional and everything else. But man, to have people calling in like probably nonstop, especially when there's a power outage and people are just upset. Ooh, man. I don't drink anymore at all. In a few months, I'm going on 4 years without any alcohol. But working at the electric company, I might have one. I'm joking. I wouldn't. I'm just saying that it seems like it would make you want to be like, maybe half of one. That's funny. Let's see. Another one here says, I was a waitress and a waitress. No, I was a waitress and shift manager in fast food. Never underestimate how pissed off people get when their food isn't done correctly. I learned how to solve their problems at 15 years old. Well done, person. Oh, man. Let's see. Another one here says, nail tech in a salon, gossipy and multi-generational. All right. All right. Let's see. What? One person in here said managing a strip club. Okay. That's a new one. Another one here says I delivered pizza and was a volunteer firefighter medic while I was in college, then jumped right into dispatching and pretty much stayed with it till I retired a few months ago. Well done. Well done. Let's see. Mike says, that is hilarious. Teens have more maturity than most adults. Kylie says, food service just helps you mentally prepare for Karens. Yep. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so that was all off of my personal Facebook. I want to switch over here to the comments from the podcast page. Let's see. This one says working fast food and wiping asses. All right. All right. Let's see. Waitressing and cooking Thanksgiving dinner helped with multitasking. This one says mucking horse stalls. All right. All right. This one here says I worked as an animal control officer in a high skills shelter. Put down many. What? All right. Yes. Waitresses, customer service, and night auditor at a hotel. Night auditor? Okay. That one's not heard that one. Let's see. Being a waitress taught me no matter how well I did my job, someone was always going to be unhappy. Yep. Let's see. Being a cook at a sports bar in a college town. Oh, snaps. Yep. I can imagine that, especially if it's a sports bar that's open, right? Excuse me, until like way late, like 3 or 4 in the morning, and you're just cooking, just going. And someone's like, dude, where's my eggs? And you're like, hold on, man, it's always coming. And they're like, where's the bacon? It's not that crispy. What's going on? You're like, fuck, hold on a minute. It's just like calls coming in, right? Phone call after phone call coming in. 911, where's your emergency? Or if it's that busy, 911, where's your emergency? Sometimes it would hear, do you have an emergency? A little bit after that. And a lot of times people would say no. They'd say, no, I don't have an emergency. And then it would say, okay, I got to put you on hold. And one time I remember somebody saying, oh, okay. Hold on. No, I do have an emergency. And I'd say, okay, go ahead. What is it? And then they would say, the neighbor's dog is barking and I got to go to sleep so I can wake up in the morning. And I would say, I understand that's your emergency. However, I have someone on hold that it's life or death. And they would go, oh, okay. And then they would be okay getting put on hold. But sometimes they would say, no, it is an emergency when it wasn't. And we're like, ooh, what do? You just continue doing what you're doing. Let's see. James says, night auditor is that a new title for the front desk clerk? Caller used that line last night. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. 12 years in retail prepared me for dispatch life. I can flip the switch between cussing like a sailor and customer service faster than most folks. That's a good one. I like that. I like that right there. Let's see. This one here says being a mom. We talked about this, right? Being a mom. They tried my nerves, never listened, always questioned, and if they didn't answer, I knew they were secret squirreling. Oh, I like that. That was good. Let me see here. A lot of these are, a lot. Oh, daycare. Someone was a teacher in daycare. I can see that. I can see where that would completely prepare you for dispatch, for sure. Whether it be, the folks who are calling in or the folks that you're working with or those out in the field. Like, it's all relevant, right? It's all relevant. Someone put being nosy. Oh, that's great. That is funny. All right, hold on a minute. Okay. Oh, it is good. All right, let me look back over here. Kylie says, oof. I love that. Oof. One time I had a guy cuss me up. Cuss me up and down. The other on 911 for his simple civil. What? I made him cry after I listed off. I've got 2 suicidal people, 4 domestics, 2 assaults in progress, 3 accidents with injuries, a shooting, and 2 stabbings. I literally have no one to send to you right now. you know, sometimes just being real with a caller is what it takes. I know I've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. There were times where people would get really pissed off with me on the phone and say, where are they at? What's going on? They can't be that far now. And I would say, so there are about 6 deputies, okay, for the entire county. They are not just parked around the corner waiting, you know, for an emergency or something. They're not that close. They're like a township or so away from you. They are going as fast as they can to get to you. And, you know, just saying it like that, not raising my voice, not lowering it, you know, just firm and controlled on the level the whole time. And that would help. That would help them. You know, they would go from being jerky to, oh, okay. No, I apologize. And I would say, no, you don't have to be sorry. It's fine. I understand. You're frustrated. You're going through some stuff right now. But we're trying to get to someone to you as fast as we can. There's just, you know, sir or ma'am, whichever, your emergency isn't the only emergency that's going on right now. And they're trying to go to everyone. There is someone headed your way. It's just gonna be a few minutes, but I'm here on the line with you. If something happens, I can update them. And people would be fine. They would be fine. Serious. Being real with people is good. Don't be a dick is what you know. It's in you just be firm. You know? You just be firm. And it works out. It all works out. It helps. So I want to look over here. It looks like there's some more that are coming. Oh, no. It was a different notification. I thought it was something else that was coming in there. But either way, this has been good. This has been good. James says that's the balance. Yeah, it is. It is definitely the balance. It is good. It has been awesome to have you all on here talking about this stuff as well. And I love the approach that you had there, Kylie. Just being real, just letting them know this is everything that I have. This is everything that I have. And if that person started crying, it's because they realized that they were being jerky. It wasn't you. You were being real. They were being jerky. Either way, like I said, that's what it takes sometimes. That's that balance, like James was saying. But again, you know, Kylie says, definitely sometimes being real is exactly what the caller needs. Yeah, they don't need someone who's going to beat around the bush and just be like, oh, you know, they're whatever, you know, they're up around the bend. They want to know. They want to know what's going on, especially in an emergency situation. And if you can say something to that effect without saying, you know, don't ever say, you know, they're so many miles away or whatever. That's liability shit. Don't ever do that because you will get in trouble. If something happens and you had said that they were specifically this far away or whatever, and they didn't make it and something happened, no, you don't want to do that. You just say they're going as fast as they can to get to you because they are. That's what they're doing. Boom. But this has been good, man. This has been good to find out, you know, these jobs like this, how everyone was prepared, or how you feel like a previous job prepared you. Like I said, for me, excuse me, delivering pizza and retail management, it was all of that. You know, a lot of other stuff, you know, life experience and everything. There's a lot of things. I'm a firm believer that a lot of phone calls that we take in our career, a lot of them are meant for us in a way. And I'm pretty sure you felt that way with a few of the calls where it was meant for you. And maybe you didn't realize it right off the bat. But maybe later on that shift, maybe a day later, a few days, maybe even years, the call just pops in your head and you're thinking, that call was meant for me. because you remember something that happened in your past, right? And it was meant for you because you have that experience and you were able to help that person better than anybody else would have been able to because you have that experience, not that other person. At least that's the way I feel. See, Jessica says, we had a city official's wife call in that someone may have taken some mail from her mailbox. Later in the day, we had a guy get himself. What? Really? The official's wife called while all of our units were on the shooting, and she was informed we had no available units and why. Then her friend called us and tried to give us a baby voice. You can't send just one officer? Dang, dude. Privilege. Sometimes that happens, right? I feel like that might have happened either in my county or the surrounding county. It wasn't when I was there, but I remember something like that happening. And you're like, you're a person just like everyone else. Okay? Still got to triage, still got to go through, still got to do what we got to do. But hey, they took a shot, right? I don't know. Yeah, I love doing stuff like this. The retail management, I was the assistant manager for a store. People get pissed off, had to maneuver around all of that, right? And then delivering pizza. And if I showed up late, not because I was late, but because we were so freaking busy that we were just behind on pizzas, and then I have to haul ass. And during this time, there wasn't like Google for GPS or anything like that. This was like 1999, dude. Summer of 99. And in 2000, we had more so MapQuest. MapQuest, dude. That's what we had. MapQuest. Oh my God, I sound old as hell. But I would print out the directions and be reading it, like have it placed in a spot so I could see where I was supposed to be going and everything. And it was so crazy. And, that was also the time that I was held hostage. No shit. I was delivering a pizza and I got held hostage for about an hour. It was something. It was definitely something, man. Oh my God. I will never forget it. Like, I laugh about it now. Yes. But while it was going on, oh man. Yeah, while it was going on, that was something else. That was not fun. Now, when I say I was held hostage, I wasn't held at gunpoint or anything like that. I'll just tell the story really quick so that people aren't like, this fucking guy. Hold on, I want to read Mike's stuff here. He says, one map on the wall, and you try to jot down the directions. We weren't rich like you and could print maps out. I mean, it was the pizza place. It was a gas station / pizza place, and that's how I did it, okay? That's how I did it. Let's see. It goes on to say, I had guns pulled on me delivering pizza to the prison in my college town. Talk about puckering. Dude, for real. I'd be tripping out. I'd be like, oh, why? So I'm pretty sure this was like my first week working there. And I started out on the cashier side, right? I started on the cashier side and was doing all that stuff. And I would switch back and forth between being a cashier and, making pizza plus delivering. Like there was a bunch of us there, but if it got super busy, then I would jump in and help as well. And then deliver. Okay. So we are super behind on a bunch of shit. Okay. And finally, and this person had called like 3 or 4 times, and we kept telling them, "Sorry, sorry, sorry." It was a lot of pizza that I was delivering to them because they had a birthday party going on, and I I understand, people getting upset because of that. And, when I get there I meet the guy and his wife is there, their kids, other family members, and their kids, and they've got all of these picnic tables put together, okay? That's how many people were there. And the guy is like, "Well, it's about time that you got here. We've been waiting. I mean, the fuck took you guys so long?" And I'm like, "Sir, I'm really sorry, okay?" Now, I'm 18, okay? Fresh 18. Because no, no, no. I was almost 19, actually. It was 19. There it goes. I was 19. Not 18. I was 19. Either way, young. And I'm like, "Sir, I'm pretty sure I had a Nextel too." I was like, we've been busting ass. We were trying to get here as fast as we can. I apologize." And he goes, "This is okay. Because guess what? I'm not gonna pay you." And I'm like, "What? Sir, I mean, this is the bill. I'm sorry it's late." And he goes, "No, no, no, you don't understand, okay?" And his wife and everybody else is laughing because they think he's joking. And so then I started laughing because I thought he was joking too, but he was not joking. Not at all. Because you could tell as he continues to talk, the wife goes from to that. And I remember, like, if she is scared, I should be scared too. Oh no. And this dude, he was not fucking around. He was for real. He's like, "So you're not going anywhere. You made us wait. Now you're gonna have to wait. So sit down." And I said, "Sir, are you for real right now?" And he goes, "Sit down." And I was like, "Okay." And I sat down. And what his wife is like, "No, stop. He's got to go. He's got to go." And he's like, "No." And you can see him kind of laughing, and he's like, "No." So we had to wait. So he's gonna wait. And he looks at me and he's like, I'm not giving you the money until I feel like you've been here long enough, okay? Do you want a beer?" And I'm like, "No, I'm 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 a minor, man. Like, I'm not even 21 yet or anything." And he's like, "How about a Coke?" And I said, "Are you for real?" And he goes, "I'm gonna get you a Coke." And I'm like, "What is going on?" And I'm looking at the family and they're like, they don't know what to do. And he's holding on to the money. He's holding on to he was gonna give me a check. And so I'm sitting there and he walks up with a plate that has a slice of pizza on it and a Coke. And I get a phone call on my Nextel and it's work. And they're like, "Dude, where are you?" And I said, "Man, I'm at this house still." And they're like, "Are you kidding? Why haven't you left yet? What are you doing? Partying?" I'm like, "Dude, I wish I was partying. No, this guy he's holding me hostage here, man. Like, he won't give me the money because we were late. So now I'm sitting here eating a piece of our pizza. Well, his pizza, and I'm drinking a Coke." And they're like, "Dude, just get the money or call the police or we're going to call the police." And I'm repeating what they're saying and they're listening. And the dude's like, "They're going to call the police?" So then he starts getting a little more like he's getting a little irritated and stuff, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna hang up, I'm gonna get the money, and I'm gonna go." And Kylie, holy hell, yes, dude, for real. And I get off the phone, and I'm like, I'm finishing my pizza, and I'm finishing my drink. Because even though he's holding me hostage there, I'm being polite. He offered me food and drink. And after a little after again, I was there for about an hour, man, still pleading, and he's like, "Have more pizza," and, like, I'm watching the kids go around, and you're right, yes, you gotta be a good guest. And they end up doing, like, I sang happy birthday to the kid. I don't think I ever added that part of the story because I'm remembering more. I always remember more stuff as it goes along because, dude, that shit was traumatizing. Again, it's funny now, but while it was going on, I could have pissed myself because I was freaking out that this was actually going on. And, happy birthday. I don't remember what presents there were, but it was a good time, and and excuse me. Finally, the dude's like, "Okay, kid." This was fun. I know I held you back, but you guys were, you were late. Here's your money, and there's a big tip on there for you. And he like pats me on my back and is like, have a good one. I'm like, okay, have a good one. And I'm walking away, and I get back in the car and I go to take off, and they're all just laughing. And I'm just thinking, wow, I cannot believe that just happened. So I get in the car and I haul ass back to work, and everyone there was like, "Why did you stay there so long? Why didn't you just snatch the money from him? Why didn't you just this? Why didn't you just that?" And all I could think was, "Dude, I delivered that pizza to a house in the middle of the woods. I wasn't about to get no." Kylie, at least you have a good story to tell. Yes. Yeah. Again, it makes for a good story. It's funny now, but dude, going through it at the time, no, it was not fun. But I remember leaving and just thinking, I can't believe that happened. I remember the boss showed up later on and he's like, "Who was the person? Who did this? Who did that? I'm gonna talk to them." And I was like, dude, I'm back. I'm safe. They got their food. Everybody else got their food. We made a lot of money today. Just let it go. Just let it go. I was only delivering pizza for a couple more weeks. And, oh, my mom says, I wanted him to quit after that. She did, yeah. This is my mom here, yeah. She did want me to quit. But I didn't, man. I didn't. I was 19, I was young. I actually my eldest son was on the way, and, I had to work. Actually, no, he was born already. So either way, I had to work. I had to make money. But it was crazy either way, and all of that shit prepared me for what I ended up doing. It was good. It was good. So, thank you all for being here with me for Open Mic Live, and I'm excited to have you all back next week because this is always fun. It is always a good time to be able to do this with all of you. And again, just forget about the bullshit that's going on in the world and come together to share stories, whether it be funny 911 stories or like this, things that prepared us for dispatch in our past, jobs in our past, or these stories, personal stories, all of this stuff. It's a good time. I enjoy it. It's very therapeutic. Laughing is good medicine. So thank you all for being here with me and for the job that you do, because not many people can do it. So if you are heading out to APCO next week, I will see you there. If not, please look out for the episodes as well as the live broadcast that I'll be doing while I'm walking up and down the expo hall to kind of give that experience of being there. And Kylie, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support, all of you, for everything. Let's see, I'm switching 901 agencies. I've been sad about it, but it reminds me what it's all about. I feel you. I would feel the same way, leaving my family to go to a new one, and you kind of got those, is it going to be the same? Are there going to be people that I kind of click with right away, or is it going to take a little bit? There's always those feelings, but we all have something in common, and it's the job that we do. And when push comes to shove and the shit hits the fan, we work like a well-oiled machine. Boom, another mic drop. So have fun at the new agency, and you will do great. Don't worry. Thank you all once again for being here. And this live broadcast has been sponsored by InDigital as well as Carbine. Shout out to patrons as always. Thank you so very much. If you have any comments, questions, or you ever want to be a guest on the show, you can email us, and that's going to be wttpodcast@gmail.com. Once again, that is wttpodcast@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter. That is @91podcast. You can like us on Facebook. That is facebook.com/within-the-trenches-podcast. And if you're looking for any bonus content, you can check us out. And a perk for patrons only is audio versions of the DRT as well as Open Mic Live. So this episode from tonight will end up being an audio version as well for patrons only. So make sure to check that out. And if you want to become a patron of the podcast and support us, you can check us out, patreon.com/WTT podcast. And thank you very, very much for that. This can be seen on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitter, and the flagship show can be heard 24/7 on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, your favorite podcasting app, and withinthetrenches.net. Have a good one, everyone, and we'll see you in the next one.